Ever notice how there is no songs like "Fuck the Fire Department" or "Fuck the Paramedics"? Like, it's usually a specific institution always that, gets targeted by songs. I wonder why.
It's known that the people who are here to serve and protect sometimes really have no idea how to serve and protect, right?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily agree.
Okay.
Oh, you're waiting for a statement?
Yeah, why wouldn't you agree?
They know perfectly well how to serve and protect. You're just not asking a question, who are they serving and protecting?
Okay, fair. Fair.
Exactly.
Then, okay, yeah.
See what I mean?
But let's look at a...
This is, for context, this video by Insider Edition. I just came upon. It's from 2 weeks ago. Basically, the police tase a 20-year-old car crash survivor.
It's just... Let's just see how you shouldn't be dealing with someone who has no idea where the fuck they are.
Yeah.
He had just survived a serious car crash and then was tased by cops. They say he was being uncooperative, but he says he was simply disoriented from the accident.
This 20-year-old survived a terrible car crash, but he says the injuries he suffered in the accident were made even worse when, bloodied and disoriented, he was tased by police.
When they tased me, I smashed my head on the concrete very, very, very hard.
Jordan Rivero tells Inside Edition he was on a fishing trip in the Florida Keys with friends when the car crash happened.
I just got in a really bad car accident. Oh, please help.
So the people who crashed their car are calling the cops. They're asking for help. Why the fuck would you tase the guy who's calling you? Well, not literally the guy who's calling you, but some of the people who are asking for help. Don't as policemen, as firefighters, because of course firefighters have to come for this kind of events. Don't you know that when you're in a serious car crash, you have no idea what's going on? Seeing the guy how bloody he is, he probably had a concussion.
Yeah.
Which
was further fucked up by smashing his head on the concrete. Thankfully he looked good in the call he was having at the station. Jesus. Hey, the protect and serve. See, you know, as a fireman here, you know, as paramedics, I think there's some.
Yeah, I think the firemen are also the paramedics in some cases.
Still, when I was gonna comment on an old phrase that I really like. Ever notice how there is no songs like "Fuck the Fire Department" or "Fuck the Paramedics"? It's usually a specific institution always that, gets targeted by songs. I wonder why.
Honestly, when someone says, I chose this job to help people, I either think they're EMT or a firefighter.
Yeah.
I do not think that you could do policing and be ready to help people.
Yeah.
Of course, there are some wonderful policemen, but most of the time, people abuse their power.
Yep.
And like you said, it's only from one department.
Yeah. I think that, as I said, there's a lot of good policemen that do a lot of small deeds that are good. But they're in such a unique position that when there's a big deed and they fuck up, they really fuck up. It really resonates.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. But that's just a philosophical analysis. The bigger problem is that how incapable they are in resolving those big problems. I'm gonna comment later on. Let's just watch and continue.
Sure.
Rivero says he was asleep in the back seat. In this just-released police body cam video, he can be seen climbing out of the wrecked vehicle. First responders try to reassure him.
You're good, buddy. Relax. I need you to stay right there, all right?
But he says he was so dazed and disoriented from the crash, he got up 2 times and found himself restrained by officers.
I need you to sit on the ground. Okay. So sit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Then Rivero gets up a 3rd time. What follows is another tussle. Then this.
Get on the ground.
Yeah, so sad. It's obvious he was concussed. He wasn't in a state. And what's even more egregious was police officers should be trained in de-escalation.
Yep.
One of the most basic things they teach you is don't gang up on someone. Like, even someone in the right state of mind will feel under pressure if there's 3 people standing on top of him, holding him, grappling him. Like, normally he'd react in that situation with a fight or flight mode. He tried to get away. And instead of like keeping calm, separating, like calm down, they go to tackle him. And when that doesn't work, for no reason at all, they just tase him.
You can see the guy trying to stand up, and to have a driving license, you have to go through first aid training.
Yeah.
And the first thing, well, not the first, but one of the first things you learn is that when people suffer a concussion, they don't know what they're doing. And the best way is to let them do what they think they should do, but limit it.
Yeah.
So, like you said, they forced him to sit down, he got up, he was stumbling, so of course you would want him to sit down.
Yeah.
But you don't do it with ganging up on him.
Yeah.
You don't force him. Like, even he was sorry for standing up the first time. But then when you see people ganging up on you, and when you're dazed, your vision is blurred, your sound is messed up, you do not know where the hell you are. So having 3 people around you forcing you to sit down ain't gonna give you a good response, like a good reason to be like, okay, yeah, maybe I should listen to this. And as we can see, all 3 of them were cops. Like, it wasn't a paramedic, it wasn't a firefighter, it wasn't like someone who knows how to deal with these situations. So if someone wants to stand up because they're afraid, maybe, just maybe think how you would react in that situation. Maybe just let him breathe. Stay with like one person. Try to explain to him why he should be sitting down. Tell him that he needs to be checked out. Like, do all the things that you're supposed to do. That's the, like, you don't even have to be a police officer. That's the human thing to do. That's like human thing to do. And it doesn't matter if he's a suspect or not. If he's injured, you are always supposed to take care of them so they don't suffer, you know, because this is not something that should be taken lightly. That hit that he had after he was tased could have ended much worse.
Like, thankfully, like in the call, he's okay.
Let's
finish the videos.
Thankfully.
See what happened afterwards.
Was there drinking involved or drugs or anything like that?
Nothing at all.
It's beyond comprehension why you would tase someone who had just been involved in such a tragic accident.
A police report says Rivero struck a sergeant in the face with a closed fist and was a threat to himself, deputies, and paramedics. We also spoke to Rivero's girlfriend, Emma DePauli, and his father, Jesse, a firefighter.
I don't understand how the situation got blown out of proportion that far. I don't understand why a taser was involved.
Not in my worst nightmare would I imagine tasing an accident victim.
This is what I fucking hate. Like, a lot of cops have this mentality in America because they work in such a dangerous environment all the time. If there's like a little justification to escalate, they'll use it. Like, you just gotta take it as part for a course that sometimes you're gonna get punched. As a cop, if you truly have to protect and serve like the masses, it's supposed to be your job. You're gonna take the punch and say, okay, it happened. The dude was concussed. Something like that can happen. If the cop was alright, like if just his ego was hurt, it wasn't justification enough to pull out a taser.
I mean, I personally couldn't see him punching a cop.
Same.
From the body camera.
Same.
But
Look,
maybe
even with the claim. Even with the claim, like, you got punched. You weren't injured seriously. You weren't debilitated. The person on the other end is, on the other hand.
No, like,
and what you do, you do something that could debilitate him even more.
Like, I totally agree with you that, yes, as a cop, be ready to be punched by people who are in need, who really do need to be helped. Like, sometimes in life, you have to take a hit to help someone. This is just a metaphor. For this cop, it's literal. Personally, again, I couldn't see the punch, so unless I see the body camera footage where he actually got punched, and even if there I see it, it's still not something that he should have, like, he shouldn't have tased them. But sometimes, because honestly, it's my guilty pleasure to watch videos of horrible cops getting served.
Yeah.
People who work in that department try to justify their actions. And as a normal person, someone who's sane, those justifications just sound hilarious.
Yep.
Because you see the guy climbing out of the car, you see the guy's bloody, you see him dazed, you can tell he has a fucking concussion. When did he punch him? When he was getting up? Or when everyone was ganging up on him?
Yeah.
Like, okay, he punched me, so dude, chill. It's okay. Nothing's gonna happen. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
The paramedics are gonna take a look at you. Everything's gonna be fine. Like, no. Okay, he punched me.
Yeah. Oh, but I have this fancy new toy. Let's try it out.
No, like, honestly, it's sad that in the States, and I'm sure this happens worldwide, but it's most prominent in the States, cops really abuse their power to the point where they could end a life and then try to find a justification for it, even if there's none.
Yeah.
And most of the time, they go unpunished.
Yeah.
So they said that they're gonna sue. I really hope he wins. Honestly, I am so glad that now he looks healthy, he looks fine. But it hurts to know that you expect someone to be there to you to help you because that's their fucking job, and they just treat it as fun. Because of course it's fun to shoot guns, it's fun to shoot tasers, it's fun. But to aim it at someone who really is not a threat, like, how hard can a punch be from someone who can't even walk? How hard will the punch be? It's sad. It's honestly sad.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
No, that's it.
Well, guys, honestly, try to stay safe if you're from the States. Know your rights.
Yeah.
And as always, we'll see you next time. Peace.